The clown coup continues in Michigan as Rudy Giuliani and his crack team of misfit lawyers try to overturn the election in court. Video of one of the witnesses' testimony in the election fraud hearing in the state has gone viral, and I want to show you this wonderful train wreck.
The poll book is completely off. Completely off.
Off by 30,000?
I'd say that poll book is off by over 100,000. That poll book, why don't you look at the registered voters on there? How many registered voters are on there? Do you even know the answer to that?
No, I guess I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
Zero. There's zero.
So my question then is if the...
Guess how many, wait, what about the turnout rate? 120%?
Let's let Representative Johnson ask his question, please.
So the option number one is that the poll book numbers are not going to match.
They don't.
The actual. Not by thousands and thousands of votes. That's not what we see right now.
Take a look again. Take a look again.
Option number two is that they essentially were filling in names of people who didn't vote.
Dead people too?
So is that,
Let's
I guess,
let
is that
Representative
your suggestion?
Johnson ask his question, and then when
I
he's
thought that
done...
was his answer. Okay.
Well, I guess that's my question here is why we're not seeing the poll book off by 30,000 votes. That's not the case.
What did you guys do? Take it and do something crazy to it?
I'm just saying the numbers are not off by 30,000 votes. So
I know what
are you
I
saying
saw.
that they're filling in?
I know what I
names?
saw, and I signed something saying that if I'm wrong, I can go to prison.
Okay.
Did you?
Did you? Clown show. And you saw that earlier. I know you all saw that. Where Rudy Giuliani's kind of tapping on the table a little bit and he's like, shh. Like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. She did it anyway. He looked a little uncomfortable. Oh my God. The guy who, by the way, the guy who was asking questions, he was a Republican. And so there's the allegation or the insinuation that he's part of that Republican group that somehow, for some reason, cooked the books to make sure that Joe Biden wins the election. That doesn't make any sense. That was like super cringe. And by the way, she was incredibly smug. Okay. And I think a lot of people are wondering, because I've seen a lot of comments about this, if she had any liquid courage before this hearing. I mean, again, she does hang out with, apparently was hanging out with Rudy Giuliani. He's a known drunk. But anyway, speaking of the response, I love some of these tweets. Okay. So now, this one says, oh, but she's done her homework. She's done all her research and she's backing it up with absolutely nothing, which is what you do, isn't it? Fun. Another person says, I think she backed it up with gin and tonic. Oh. Look, she did seem kind of blitzed. Another person adds, this woman obviously does not understand how ballots work. Each ballot has a unique ballot tracking number, which is a barcode, which is a mechanism to avoid duplicate counting, to which, of course, she is claiming. You can scan the same ballot 1,000,000 times, and the count would still result to 1. And not only that, but, of course, hand recounts and audits, which we've had in Michigan, disprove her claims that they just ran the same ballots over through multiple times in order to drive up the numbers. Again, there's absolutely no evidence to back up their claims. An affidavit, by the way, she says, oh, I signed something that says that, I could go to jail if I sign it. Well, that's an affidavit, right? Now, the affidavit, it isn't also evidence. It just says, hey, this is what I said. This is what I said that I saw, and I will assert that I believe that I saw what I saw. That's not actual evidence that can be presented. It's just saying that you believe what you said. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. And so that said, this is not the only insanity to have come out of this hearing. In fact, I've got one more video here. Take a look.
I think all Chinese look alike. So how would you tell? If some Chow shows up, you can be anybody and you can vote. And if somebody with my name, you can't even tell my name. Anybody can vote on my behalf. So ID should be the basic requirement.
No, that's not how that works. And that's where it got racist. Wow. Here's the thing. Like, we know from facts, okay, because again, she claims that anybody could vote under her name and nobody would know, except that people would know because we have systems that are set up to prevent that from happening. Okay. And so cases of voter fraud in the United States are incredibly rare. Again, the odds are better for you to witness somebody being struck by lightning or being crushed by a candy machine than to see someone do in-person voter fraud. Those are just the facts. Again, every single investigation into voter fraud has found no evidence that it exists in a widespread manner. It just doesn't. These hearings are just an absolute clown show. Of course, with every clown show, I mean, Rudy Giuliani appears to be the ringleader of this parade of morons. Sad. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.